Good day, Tragic here, and welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. This is round 2. Right, so let's do this. So, let's give the locations a bit of a shuffle, and we're going to jump straight in. The turns are going to go a lot quicker than that first round, because, you know, once we got most of the stuff out of the way. So, first thing to do, we've got Anor's turn, and she is actually going to move over here to where Kara is, and do her test there. So let's load the next blessing. It's a blessing of Baphomet, and you blonk. Oh, and it is the Cultist. Okay, so before you act, if this is your first exploration, which it is, we have to suffer 1 combat damage. So I'm going to discard the pit, and then we just need to do a 10 check for combat, and we do have lightning touch, which we are going to zap her with our electricness, and that is a d12 plus 1 plus 2d4s, which is probably enough to do it. You bam. What you got for us? Beautiful. So that's 14 plus 1, that's 15, so she is well dead. Now, her ability says, after you play a spell, you may recharge a random spell from your discard pile. So if we look in here, we only have 1 spell, which is the one we just discarded. So let's recharge that. And then we have to do a Arcane 6 to recharge this sucker. And we do. You blam. Okay, so beautiful first turn for Honora. Now we're going to close this location, and this should be easy for her to close as well, which is why we moved her here. I also wanted to get Kara to heal, but now she heals now, then she doesn't get to do an explore, because you heal. Where is it? Yeah, so you actually move, which is here, before you do your exploration, which is here. So her heal is part of takes the place of her exploration. So yeah, but anyway, whatever. The point is, if we close this location, then the point of moving her here was not to close this location, was for her to be in the position to be healed and then continue exploring. But whatever, Kiara's there, so we'll have to deal with that on turn 3. So all we need to do is choose a type of boon, summon it, and acquire it to close this location. So if we just randomly select a spell, and it's Glibness. Nice. Glibness gives +3 to charisma checks. Very, very handy. And that's only a 6 check, but we have intelligence knowledge, which is a d12 plus 3. Now, it says here, when you attempt to acquire a spell, you may use your knowledge skill in place of any listed skill. So we have pretty decent chance of getting this. Come on. d12 plus 3. Do it. Something good. Come on. 10. So that is in our hand. This is discarded. And this sucker is closed, which is awesome. Okay, so the marketplace says, merchants often prosper in times of turmoil, as long as they survive. When adversity is at its worst, heroes and cowards alike desperately purchase any goods that will increase their slim chances of survival. War profiteers, that's horrible. Okay, so that is closed. Now this has a closed ability. Does it have a... At the end of your turn, you may give a card to any character. Okay, so... I think we're just going to keep it the way it is. And that is the end of her turn. Beautiful first turn, and we're going to do a pretty good second turn as well. Sealer is over here, and as you can see, we've moved Anduin there last time. Probably with a unwise use of posting of striding, because we should really have used that to do a emergency close. But anyway, the point is we have the composite bow, so we're moving that down to her. And then Sheila's moving over here and attacking this guy. Booyah. This is the first exploration of the turn, so we do 1 combat damage. So we're just going to recharge that. And then we're going to reveal this sucker, which is a melee plus d6. That's a d6 plus a d8 plus 3. Are we going to just let that ride? I don't think that's a particularly good roll. Oh, oops, I have to advance the blessing deck. Well, I've already done that. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, turn 8. That's correct. Oh, man. I really want to close this. Well, I don't think I'm going to risk it. How many... We've only got 1. Oh, there's 2 blessings on the table, so let's do 1 blessing. We'll add a d8. You blam. Beautiful. That is an easy win. That's 12 just off the bat, plus 3. So you're dead. This goes back into our hand. And now we can close this by just banishing a weapon, which is exactly what we're going to do. And when permanently closed, on closing, draw a random weapon. So that is all awesome. Oh, and once we do that, we actually have to draw a random weapon. Be something good, please. You bam! A scythe. Yeah, it's slightly better than the D6. This is a 2D4s. Okay. If any D4 rolled on this check is a 4, counted as a 5. Interesting. Got to remember to do that. Okay, so that is another location. Bites the dust. Watchtower. Heroes often go looking for trouble. Standing on the parapets of a watchtower makes searching for it a little easier. Crusaders scan the horizon from their lofty vantage point, looking for signs suggesting that danger and the rewards that come from defeating it are nearby. Truly idealistic crusaders don't require material rewards for their fight against evil. The chance to hunt down and destroy the minions of the Worldwound is far more rewarding than any bauble, trinket, goo-goo, or other form of remuneration. Speak for yourself, man. I want the loot. Give me the loot. Okay, well, bam. That's done. And up. And up. Wow. So we've closed 3 of the locations now. We're well on our way to start basically winning this game. Okay, so now we have Kara. So Kara's original plan was to heal Honora and then do an explore, but we've actually closed that location. So what I think we're going to do is we're still going to do that, actually. Yeah, we're still going to do it. So I'm going to discard the Burst of Bonds. See, this has a divine trait, and this is terribly worded. Look at how this is worded. Instead of your first exploration on a turn, you may reveal a card that has a divine trait to choose a character at your location. That can include yourself. Shuffle 1d4 plus 1 random cards from his discard pile into his deck, then discard the card you revealed. Okay, so what it should say is discard a card with a divine check to shuffle 1d4 plus 1 cards from your target character or something like that. But it's could be worded a lot better and without the sexual bias. So, whatever. Let's go. So we're discarding a Burst Bonds. And we're going to roll a 1d4. And this is for Honora. Come on, high numbers. Oh, 3 plus 1 is 4. It is plus 1. Yep, so that is 4 cards. Excellent. That's exactly what we wanted. Because she's got 5 cards. We've got to flip it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 cards we're doing. Okay. Oh, we're doing really well this turn. And she's finishing her turn at the marketplace, which, where is she? Here. Which says, at this location, at the end of your turn, you may give a card to any character. That means character's not even at my location. So we're going to send the Corroded Helm to Anduin. And now we just draw back up to 5. Oh, beautiful cure. Okay, this is a good turn. 6, 7, 8. We forgot to advance the blessing deck. And let's advance the blessing deck. Oh, and I forgot last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We forgot to draw her 6th card. So that is now fixed. That was an error at the refresh stage of her last turn. I only draw up to 5 instead of 6 because she has a hand size of 6. She's quite fragile. If she takes a heavy damage, then she can die very easily. Okay, so she is here. So vroom, up comes a card. Riding Horse. This is a Wisdom Survival of 7. We have Wisdom of 6. We do not have Survival, so we're just going to fail that outright. Unless, why don't you cast Sage City? Sage City says, while displayed, display this card next to a character. While displayed, add 3 to that character's Wisdom check. So we'll put a 3 up, and her Wisdom is a D6. So we might get this now. Yablam! So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, which is enough to get the Riding Horse. Booyah. Now we just need to try and recharge this card, which is a Divine 8. That's a D10 plus 3. That's pretty hard for her to recharge, isn't it? When you succeeded a knowledge check, you may examine the top card. Interesting. I've really got to remember that ability. That's awesome. So this is a divine, not a knowledge. Whatever. Anyway, let's roll. D10 plus 3. What are we looking for? 8. Boom. Done. Okay. So she is going to... There are no monsters here, so she's just going to discard the horse. Oh. Discard this card at the end of your turn to move yourself and another character at your location to another location. That's such a good card. Okay, let's discard it though and do another draw. Yonk. Corroded Helm. So that is a Constitution 3. She has Constitution 6, so we can actually roll for that, even though it's a helmet. And it's a 3, that means it goes in a hand. And let's also do Taskmaster and do another draw. Javelin, Dexterity 4, ranged. We have a Dexterity of 6. You blomp, and we get that as well. Wow, we are rolling on fire. And unfortunately, that is all we can do. Oh, at this location, when you encounter a boon of any type other than loot here, draw a random boon of that type from the box, encounter one and banish the other. Wow, so we've been completely failing to do that. Whatever. I won't re-roll these, but I could have gotten... Let's just see what other funky stuff we could have gotten. Random loot. I guess it still has to be an armor or a weapon, right? Or do you randomly roll for which one? I would say random boon then, wouldn't it? So I guess we would have had the opportunity to win a awesome freaking mace. Or scale mail. Whatever. That's what you get for not reading the cards. Now we've got to discard down to 6, and I think we're going to discard the Javelin. And that's the end of her turn. And now we have Adwin. Advance the Blessing deck. Blessing of Idomi. +2 to non-combat charisma checks. Excellent. Okay, so she is going to move to here. Now, when you move bury a card, the actual move action, which is up here, right? So just before the explore, happened before we were at the location. So we did the move here and ended up here. So that doesn't actually trigger. There's different wording for when moving into the location also causes something to happen. So whatever. Now we just have to explore. We've got quite a bit of gas, so hopefully we won't die. Okay, click here to acquire strength or melee. Our strength is a d6. It's a 1. So that's a fail. And what is this thing? That's just I can do an explore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reveal Learn, or whatever her name is. And just see what the next card is. It is a pit scoundrel who are particularly nasty. Okay, we need to, if you are the only character at your location, do a 1d4 -1 combat. We've got no armor. We do have the corroded helm, but we want to keep that in our hand. So we're going to recharge this to put this back in our hand. And I'm going to put this on the top, like so. And that's just going to be the end of her turn. And I will put this back in weapons. And finally, we have this girl, and she is going to 2 monsters, 1 monster, 10. We haven't even started. Oh no, wait, let's go to the laboratory. Okay, so she's back at the laboratory. Intelligence or craft. Has she got anything for that? She doesn't. She's got intelligence 6. That's crappy. Maybe she should stay there. Okay, so she's going to stay where she is and do an explore here. So that is Yabam. And we have to advance the blessing deck, because I keep forgetting. +2 to any on first explore. That's what I like to see. Very, very nice. Giant Fly. It's a 9. If undefeated, bury a random card from your discard pile. After you act, shuffle this card into a random other location. Right, so we can't actually destroy this guy. He sort of flies around and buzzes and annoys us forever. That's a 9 check. Dexterity ranged. This is a d4 plus 2 d6s. So that javelin's actually pretty damn good. Look at that. It's a ranged dexterity plus 2 d6s. We want to give that to someone else. That's a freaking awesome weapon. Who's got high dexterity? This girl. Wow. And you can discard it to add another 2 d6s. That is just bonkers. Still, we are going to use Fireblade, which is divine. It's a d10 plus 3. Plus 2 d4s. That should be an easy win. Oh, are you kidding me? 6. Oh, we just make it. So it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 from our bonus. So we just make the 9, which means it's dead. Now we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 open locations. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open locations. So we're going to roll a d6, and if it's a 6, we re-roll. Yeah, blom. Let's try that again. Try it again. We're using all our luck, damn it. Okay, 4. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's hard. Oh, this is interesting. I'll have to, that's something I'll have to look at with my mod. I have to move these up further so I can slide cards under there easier. Okay. So we'll just shuffle that fly back into Sione's deck. And now we just need to do a Divine 8 check, which is D10 plus 3 again. Which is a fail. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is that turn. That was a very, very good turn for us. Did I do the blessings right? Yeah, we're at 12. So we're almost halfway through the game. We've closed most of the locations. I think we're ready to do this guy. We've got... Who else has a corroded helm? No one. Sione has a corroded helm as well. So we're going to send Sione there as well. And that way we can kill the pit scoundrel without having to suffer that damage. So we need to send Honora back to the laboratory so she can use her super crazy intelligence and craft to close that. She's going to be gone. What's this place? Summon or a random ally. That'd be really good for Sheila actually, because she's got that charisma ability. Anyway, we're looking good. We're looking good. Okay, well, I will see you guys